Hello to everyone joining Maximize Your Productivity. I am your coach for the day, Harmony Brangman, and we're going to be getting started, giving just about an extra minute for everybody to return from the main session, and we're going to jump right in. All right. So, again, I do not have a moderator. So, um, I cannot see you guys chat and stuff while I'm doing my presentation. So, hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me see what you see. Good to go. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Lori. I have to go back and forth to see. Um, let's see. Nope. This is what I want here. Present. All right. I believe you guys are just going to have to be able to see my notes. We're going to go ahead and get started. I don't know how to do it any other way. So, again, welcome to Maximize Your Productivity, how to get ish done. A little bit about me. I am known as a global transformation strategist, and I am the chief innovator of Atlanta-based company, Different by Design. I'm originally from the beautiful island of Bermuda, raised in Atlanta, and I serve as the global transformation strategist by creating unique programs, courses, and events that guide and empower ambitious women and a few smart men to successfully move from now to their next chapters in life and business. As the mother of two amazing daughters, an entrepreneur, mentor, and visionary, I continue to find the energy, passion, and dedication to add value to all those that I come in contact with, to constantly learn, grow, and inspire others. And when I'm faced with challenges and obstacles, I am determined to find a way or make one. So that's enough about me. We're going to go ahead and hop right in. Today, again, we're talking about productivity. One of the biggest challenges we face daily is how to tackle our huge to-do list and get everything done in the limited amount of time that we have. Most people feel like there's just not enough hours in the day. So today I'm encouraging you to use your time differently. And with the time you save, you could pursue other things that you want to do or simply have more time to relax and enjoy life. A lot of people always talk about working smarter, and they mean that you don't necessarily get more done by working longer hours, but instead you get more done by making the best of the time that you have when you're actually engaged in work. So, most people's biggest problem is getting everything done on their list. You get more done by making the best of the time that you have. So, today we're going to talk about just the basics. 7 tips to be productive, not busy. So, you want to talk about improving your focus, discovering your rhythms, managing time drains, organization, being selective, mindfulness, and a few tools that you can use as well. So, maximizing productivity is all about identifying obstacles that slow you down or destroy your focus and then remove them. These obstacles are things that we face every day and may not even be aware of. So, you may have no idea, for example, that procrastination is the real factor that's killing your ability to get things done. So I want you to take just a second and actually do this while we're here talking today. Think about your current way of working and ask yourself, A, how do you spend the bulk of your time each day? Like what type of tasks do you spend the most of your time on? B, where do you feel that you're not being productive? And feel free to jot any of these down in the text, in the chat. I will pop over to read them. C, how would you rather be spending your time each day? We all know that on vacation somewhere, right? And what are some things that you already feel are time wasters? So feel free to answer any of those in the chat. I'm going to peek over real quick and see what anybody says. No comments as of yet. So we're going to keep it pushing. Let's see. All right. So feel free to jot any of those in the text. So, number one, you definitely want to improve your focus. You want to set your goals and plan so that you can reduce distractions. You want to gain and maintain focus because That is a major factor. Not only having focus initially, but you also have to be able to maintain focus. And next, if you have too much going on, you will lose focus. So I know there's a huge dichotomy of train of thought of single focus or multitasking. And I think it honestly just depends on each individual, because some people are great at multitasking and some people need to just focus on one thing. So you have to find what works for you and then choose the best path. You want to focus on your goals. I know a lot in business school, we learned about SMART goals. And I was working with a coach, and she taught me about these three different goals, the three S goals. And I want to share that with you. One goal is create a safe goal. This is a goal that you can achieve simply, but you have not been able to be held accountable for it as of yet. So you want to make it an easy win. We like to, you know, win. So you don't want to have too many of these because it will allow you to feel busy, but not actually accomplish anything significant. So have a couple of safe goals that you can knock off your list and pat yourself on the back so that you can get in the habit of getting some things done. Next, you want to create a support goal. This is something that you likely cannot achieve on your own. So it will require you to ask for help, and you don't want to have more than about two of these a quarter. Okay, and then lastly, you want to have a stretch goal that is so audacious that it requires you to dream beyond your comfort zone. Okay, and this will definitely require faith and you becoming an elevated version of yourself. So it might require some personal development, some coaching, some studying, some reading, definitely a lot of praying. But you want to definitely make sure that you stretch yourself to a goal that you just can't easily reach so that you can accomplish things that are bigger than you. Moving on, you want to have a prioritized to-do list. Okay. Um, it's better if you don't have separate lists, like a list for your personal, a list for your business, a list for the kids. You want to put everything on one to-do list, and then you want to prioritize it. You can definitely categorize things. So you may want to put your work things first at a certain part of the day, then your personal things that you have to do. And of course, we have schedules and planners and sticky notes and calendars and everything that we need to keep up with our busy lives. But if you prioritize your to-do list, it helps you be more productive. So you want to take a large goal and make a list of all the things that's needed to be done in order to achieve that. Try this. Imagine that you will only get one item on your list done today. Which item would it be? Of course, you'll get more than one done, but this train of thought helps you to isolate the first and most important item. Then you can continue to do that with the remaining items on your list until you have it all prioritized. That way, you will have one list with everything prioritized, and then you can start tackling them from the top. Okay. And you can work your way down. If you're like many busy people, you love lists. So once you start writing down items to the list, you keep adding more and more and more, and then your list is super long. And when this happens, you end up with a list of clutter or items that you don't really need to have there. So you want to keep your to-do list under control and make sure that you eliminate non-essential items. Oh my goodness. I am making a mess. All right, so a few more focus tools that you want to keep in mind when you're trying to focus is you want to schedule time for focus, put a period in your day in your planner where you have an hour in the morning to focus for the day, or if you do it at night before you go to bed, which is what works best for me. You want to set timers. It helps you forget about your schedule and just focus on the task. And the timer will serve as a reminder for you when you need to get ready to wrap up and move on to the next object. You want to know the warning signs. What are the things that start to happen physically in your body or mentally when you're about to burn out or when you're about to lose focus? Do you start thinking about different things? Can you not form a complete sentence? Does your back start to hurt? Do you start slouching in your chair? Keep in mind what the warning signs are so that you know them and can identify them. You also want to identify other focus killers, okay, things that distract you. And then it's also smart to develop a pre work ritual, okay, something like yoga or reading or taking a walk outside. You have to figure out what it is that works for you. I know for myself, I listen to music because it helps me focus. And once you know what those things are, you'll be able to employ them and use them as needed. Okay, moving on. Now it's time for action again. Think, take a moment and think which things make you lose focus during the day. Feel free to pop it in the chat. Think about what you're going to use or implement from some of the ideas that I just shared with you to help improve your focus and how you can use those moving forward. I'm going to peek over at the chat. Oh, I see. This requires some thought, huh, Dr. William? Yep, home distractions since you work from home, definitely the kids. William says he can overfocus. That's true. Pets, chores, wife says I need to take more breaks. Absolutely, you probably do. And the funny thing about that is that even though you're thinking if you take a break, it's going to slow you down, more often than not, when you take a break, it helps you to be more productive when you come back because you would have sat there and just kept rambling or not being focused. But when you take a small break and then you come back, you get things done much more effectively and efficiently. So I agree with your wife, Mr. Parker. So those are some great ideas. Thank you guys so much for popping in the chat. Let's keep it moving. So, the second thing we wanted to focus on is discovering your rhythm. We all have them. Are you a morning person, a night person? Do you have do you need an energy drink or another cup of coffee in the afternoon? Do you find like you get more done after lunch? Like you want to work with those rather than against them. You also want to monitor your feelings and your energy level throughout the day so you can be aware of what your rhythms are. And then after you discover what your rhythms are, you want to rearrange your schedule accordingly so that you can be more productive when you're being more productive, right? Make sense? So, number three is managing time drains. Time drains aren't necessarily time wasters, right? So, you want to but they are things that you need to control and keep in check, right? So some of those things are like email. You want to establish a time during the day for handling email. Don't let them just drain your time all day. Some emails only need a quick reply, but others are more important. So you want to create a scheduled time for reading and responding to the emails so that they're not draining your time all throughout the day. When you're dealing with the internet, of course, you want to keep one goal in mind when you're online and then bookmark the distractions so that you can go back later. And we all know social media can be dangerous. So you want to turn off those notifications so you don't have to hear about the latest thing that went viral on TikTok or on Reels. And you just want to be able to focus on what you're doing. Phone calls as well, while some of them are often important, you don't have a choice to answer them. You have to minimize the negative effect on your productivity by keeping your phone calls focused on important business or whatever your tasks are for the day. So if it's not urgent, you need to let it go to voicemail. That's why we have voicemail. A lot of us have to clear our voicemails because they're always full, but you want to send it, call to voicemail. It's okay. Make people learn to understand and respect your time and your schedule. Have a voicemail that tells them I'll get back to you within 24 hours or 48 hours, whatever your time frame is. And you have to train and teach people how to deal with you. If they know that they can reach out to you and get you at any time of the day, they know that they can interrupt you. They know there's a lack of respect for your time and the things that you've decided that you were going to tackle for the day. So you really want to, that's a hard one for a lot of people, but you do have to practice it and teach people how to deal with your time. When it comes to meetings, you want to try to organize short meetings with a clear start and end time. You want to be respectful of everybody's time. Teach them that if they come to the meeting late, they're going to miss something. Teach them that, we're going to have an agenda, we're going to hit these things, and then we're out so that you can get back to your day. And of course, this day and age, you can hold virtual meetings so that everybody doesn't have to be present, which is very helpful as well. When it comes to your coworkers, don't be afraid to say no. You have to schedule times to chat as a break instead of getting interrupted throughout your day or letting people stop by your desk or come and FaceTime in the middle of you working on a project. You just have to kind of hold yourself accountable to the things that you said for yourself, for the focuses that you said you want to have. Okay. And then, especially if you're working at home, mindless entertainment may be an issue. You may find video games, TV, social media, YouTube videos, the kids, online poker, and anything else fun that will come up and distract you, right? And those things are fine, but you just want to do those during breaks and make sure you can easily pull yourself away and get back to work. And then mundane tasks. Even though things need to be done, you can, delegate them to somebody else. And you want to make sure you can focus on the things that only you can do. So for your business, like problem solving and your creative work or critical thinking skills that you have to have. Where are we here? So when it comes to mundane tasks, you want to be able to do one of four things. You want to eliminate it. Does it really need to be done? Or you need to delegate it to somebody else in your organization or your virtual assistant or your kid if they're working for you that can get it done for you, whether it's like social media or something that you can step away from so that you can focus on the things that only you can do. You want to outsource, find some outside help, or you want to automate. And I'm sure there's a lot of great business of our angels that are talking about a lot of those things throughout the week today on their various sessions. So you want to make sure you pay attention to those. All right, we got organization. For me, this is a challenge zone for me. You want to definitely keep a clean and tidy workspace because it leads to better productivity. You want to keep surfaces clean and put things away when you take them out. You want to go paperless if you can, and you want to have a zone for your important stuff, like the things that you have to get to regularly, things that you know are coming up. You want to have a zone for your current stuff, projects that you're currently working on. You want to identify your trouble spots. So the things that can cause issues or things that you might have to address special attention to. Consider offsite storage if you have a clutter problem or if you don't have a lot of space. And you want to make sure you organize those small little items like paper clips and sticky notes and all the things that just end up being stuff everywhere. And those things tend to also help you with your productivity. So as we wrap up and run out of time, we only have about 8 minutes left. So number 5 was being selective. Be selective with what you do with your time. Be selective with who you give your time, effort, and energy to, because you want to make sure that it's adding value to your business, adding value to your task list and the things that you've set for yourself as important. Mindfulness, it is so important to take care of yourself. If something happens to you, nothing else is going to be, everything's going to fall apart. You are 9 times out of 10 the head of your business and or you're in management in corporate. So a lot of people and a lot of things depend on you. So you have to make sure that you are eating well. You have to make sure that you're taking time for yourself to de-stress. You have to take those breaks, William. You have to take those vacation days, take those PTO days. A lot of people, old school, used to, bank up those days and then end up leaving a company and having all these days that they never use. The millennials will show you how to use your time, paid time off, right? So you want to make sure you take those mental health days. Take a day where you go to the spa, change your scenery. Don't sit in your home office. Go to a Starbucks one day and work. Get a hotel room or go sit in a hotel lobby. You may be able to, just a change of scenery may increase your productivity. So those are just some things you want to think about. There's all kind of different apps that you can use to take some breathing breaks and take some, if you do meditation or listen to music, take a walk in between your day. Those are all things that will help to increase your productivity. And then lastly, tools. There are so many tools available to small business owners and entrepreneurs out there to help you with your productivity, from automating, from social media management, from virtual assistants to all kind of document management. The list goes on. And I know that you guys are resourceful and will be able to find all of those wonderful tools. This information is how you can connect with me. I do, as most entrepreneurs do, I do multiple things, but primarily I'm a life and business coach, and I am a speaker as well. And at this particular site, harmony360.com, you can contact me on all platforms. You can call me from there, text me from there, email me, WhatsApp if you're out the country. You can learn more about my favorite charity and join my email list, follow me on social media. All of the above are things that you can do from that one location. So it is my hope that you got something from this information. It is my hope that you got some information that is helpful for you. I'm looking at the chat now. Dr. Lori, yes, you definitely have to train people, and boundaries are so important. And yes, Dr. Lori, the old school saves the days. The millennials definitely know how to create work-life balance. And I appreciate you guys having dialogue with me and having me navigate while I'm trying to self-moderate. Charmaine, thank you for popping on. The website again, William, is www.harmony, which is my first name, Har. Thank you, Dr. Lori. I appreciate that. That is the website. You can contact me on multiple platforms that way from that one location. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. If anybody has any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. We have 4 minutes or so. So thank you, Lori. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I know you guys have had a day full of great information from people. Thank you for dealing with my technical challenges. I'm going to learn. Somebody needs to show me. Me and Charmaine spent a lot of time working on this platform. So I'm glad that I've even gotten this far. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Parker. I appreciate it. Look forward to connecting with you guys and seeing some of you guys' presentations throughout the rest of today and tomorrow. And I look forward to hearing from you guys and collaborating with you guys. Collaboration makes the world go round. I would not have been able to do as many amazing things in this world without collaborations with wonderful people just like you guys. And I look forward to hearing from you, Lori. And have a wonderful weekend, Dr. Lori, and everyone else, wherever you are. I hope the weather is cooperative. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend here. I'm in Atlanta, so it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend here. And I hope that you guys enjoy your weekend and stay positive, productive, and safe as well. I'll stay here until 4 o'clock for any other questions. And thank you guys so much. I'm usually running over, so I wanted to make sure that I was done on time and early so I could get you to your next destination. Thank you again, Mr. Parker. I appreciate it. All right. Again, in case you missed it, I am typing the website into the chat one more time. And you can contact me on all platforms at this website. You can call me, text me, email me, social media, etc. And I look forward to speaking with you guys and learning a lot from the rest of you guys throughout the next 2 days. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.